Hey guys, DVSGames here. Welcome to another video. Today I wanted to go ahead and take a look at a team that you can use to easily farm up some 2A Grim Reapers. Of course, we all know that, you can use Sath for the GB12 Dungeon Dot team, and we can always use Thrain for TOA Hard. Haven't yet found a use for Hemos, but I'm sure we can figure that out. I know that Prom is a strong nuke, so there's a reason for him as well. Hiva is another one I don't know if there's a use for, but we might build him anyway. Anyway, this is the first team I want to show you guys. It's super obtainable. The dungeon requires that you bring one of each type of monster, and all the Grim Reapers are going to be your attackers. So you're not going to be able to bring in things like Rout, Crow, or Bird, which are, staples for these dungeons. The boss is going to be Thrain, so you do want a light tank. Bella's really good for that. And here's her stats. She's going to be on speed, HP. 1, 3, and 5 look like so. Extra defense, extra HP. Now we got Vigor. I have used this Vigor in a couple of videos. This is the slow Vigor that I got. Zom Violent Destroy. Speed, HP. He's almost skilled up. I'm still working on getting skillers for that. And then for our support type, we have got Vermos, who is on Violet Blade. And here's his stats. Artifacts. And we'll go ahead and start that real quick. Now, as I said, it's a very obtainable team. It's a very starter level team. There was no runes on the Hemos, by the way. He's just there so that he can get the experience. But we'll go ahead and get through the waves. We're going to be using the heals from Bella and from Vigor to keep us sustained. Veramos has got a small cleanse on him, and along with that a little bit of heal as well. Most of our damage is going to be coming from the dots that Veramos puts on. So you do want to make sure that you have at least 55% accuracy. More is better, but even if not, he does do a little bit of damage based on max HP with his skill 3. No, I'm sorry, with his skill 2. He doesn't have skill 3, his skill 3 is passive. His skill 3 does allow him to get a little bit of a heal off and cleanse off those dots like I said earlier. So basically every monster here, they have some sort of sustain. On top of that, you got 2 different forms of defense breaks. With everybody being on Violent, it allows you to cycle through your turns that much faster. I've mentioned this in the past. If you're having difficulty with certain stats like accuracy, you can put the accuracy runes that give I think it's 8% to your team onto your farm monsters. If you have a problem with some of their tankiness, you can go ahead and put somebody on determination runes or on enhanced runes for more HP. And if you're having a problem with damage and you're using an actual damage dealer, you can put fight runes on them as well. Now, as you can see here, we're targeting left crystal, right crystal, and then the boss. As long as you have a decent amount of speed, I would say aim for 200 speed. That's probably your best bet. But it's not necessary if you're able to get them tanky enough. But a decent amount of speed will allow them to actually get out of those stuns that you're going to receive from the Thrain, as he is able to stun up any monster that happens to have dots on them. You could also use Fran here in place of Veramos. And if you do that, she'll be able to put up immunity, which it won't cleanse the dots, but it'll help you not get them, as well as it'll help stop you from getting stunned. Alright, so the first run here is about a little less than 3 minutes. It averages around 3 minutes, so this is a pretty average run. As I said, you can go ahead and use Fran in our team. She can be our tank. And if we're going to go ahead and put her in as our tank, what we can do is then we can use Shaman, because he deals huge damage to dark monsters. Oh, I totally forgot to show you guys the rooms. The Fran you've seen before, again, she is on Violet. She doesn't necessarily need to be, but for this dungeon it'll be very useful. She's got super high speed for Fran. I use her for Guild Wars, so you don't need her that fast. Like I said, about 200 speed is fine. You can do that on Violet. If you want to have more speed, I think mine's at 250-ish. You can go ahead and run her on Swift, Swift Energy, Swift Endure, Swift Focus, whatever will give you a decent amount of HP. And like I said, all we're really going to be doing is trying to protect ourselves, really. And as long as we have the immunity up, nobody's going to take too much damage from the dots. But as you can see, if we don't have the immunity up, we will take a significant amount, because there's just so many dots that come up in this dungeon. Now here it becomes a little bit different, just because of the fact that, again, in this dungeon, and only in this dungeon, in Kairos it doesn't work the same way. The crystals actually have an element, whereas opposed to in Kairos dungeon, I believe all the crystals are light. I'm not 100% sure, or they're just like some 6th element that they actually don't have any kind of affinity. But typically, I want to say they have none, because I don't think any dark monsters have any kind of advantage over them. But here, this team will be, again, it has its own self-sustaining Shaman's kit of whenever he uses skill 1, he deals, he has like a vampire-like effect on him. And he also deals an increased amount of damage versus Dark. So as you can see, this one goes a little bit faster. It averages about 245-ish, between 230 and 245. So this is, again, a little bit faster. And then if you do happen to have the monsters, I really like a team that is set up like so. So we'll go ahead and we'll use our Ikaru. Here we go. This is going to be the one that's on fight, not necessarily needed. We'll use the one that's on determination. It's got your base defense that you need, plus the determination sets to boost everybody else. And then we'll go ahead and use Valeria. Again, Valeria is on Violent. You can use her on speed. Violent is just preferred, especially since I don't have her fully skilled up for this particular effect. This Honeybee Friends transfers all the dots that they're going to be giving you back to the monsters, so that works out really well. And I think, yeah, here he's on defense. 1, 3, and 5 look like so. You guys know how to build an Ikru. And the Filaria is on speed, HP, HP. 1, 3, and 5 look like so. And she's got a little bit of skill 3 recovery here, a little bit of extra co-op damage. And a little bit of extra damage dealt on dark and damage taken from light, a little bit less. But this is the 13. She's a really good tank based just on the fact that she's able to heal a little bit. And every turn, if your monsters don't have a debuff on them, she will put a shield on them. If they do have a debuff on them, she will reduce the time of the debuff by 1 turn. So it's just a decent little effect that you can get there. Now also, if you have nat 5s, you know, you can use Velajules, you can use Wusas, you can use I'm sure Riley would work here. I probably don't give her as much credit as I should. I don't really find her as useful as I do the other nat 3s and nat 4s that I have. But also it could be just because I haven't played with her as much as I have with the others. She is a rather new monster by comparison. But yeah, as you can see, every turn she's going to be either reducing the dots time that's on there, or she's going to be giving us a little shield, which is great. And when we get to the boss, we're actually going to change it to target directly on the boss. Okay. It has a little bit of a heal on, or not a heal, a reduced damage, reduced attack bar on skill 1. Oh, he got all the stuns out there. That's a little annoying. But, I mean, the team, it's a little bit slower, as you can tell. It does work, it's just a matter of getting it done. The basic concept behind the teams that you're going to bring in here, the safer the teams are going to be all bruiser teams. See, this one took 3.5 minutes, but nobody was ever in danger of dying, except for the Hemos. The Hemos is the only one that really is going to die, but you really don't care about it because right now you're just trying to get it leveled up. So anyway, guys, there's a few teams that you can use. There's a speed team out there as well. If you would like, I can make a video on that, but it does have nat 5s, and I do really not like using teams like that because it doesn't show you a team that everybody can use. It shows you a team only people that have that particular monster can use. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one.